G'day and welcome to our channel. I'm Nick.
Woohoo!
This is Elenya. And here's our little tag-alongs.
Together, we've been travelling Australia for 5 years and documenting it for just over a year. In this episode, we get real and honest about topics not often talked about whilst travelling Australia.
Come on, buddy. Get up. Come on.
Rightio. Are we coping?
Are we?
We've been getting asked this question a lot lately, and we thought we'd do an episode on it.
Yep.
Yeah. We've ran into a few people that are also, I wouldn't say disappointed in travelling, but it hasn't lived up to their expectations.
That's well put.
Is that well put? Yeah. So we thought, hey, it's probably people like us. It's our fault.
Yeah.
Because I guess we're guilty of it. Probably only show the good bits. We try and show the bad bits, but
I think we do.
yeah.
But yeah, it's people like us that don't show the truthful
Yeah.
side of travelling.
For what travelling is, so we're going to shine a bit of light on it in this episode, just for people that might be taken off on their trip or planning to travel, just so they don't get a false sense
Yeah.
of what travelling can be like.
So, firstly, I was just going to mention that we've actually been on the road for 5 years. So, Nick and I travelled before we had the boys, and then we've had 3 kids.
Yeah.
And now, how long are we in? January, February, March, April, May, June?
Do you need more fingers or what?
4. We've been on the road 4 months with the 3 boys.
Yeah, and current setup.
Yeah. So,
We're going to start with the bad stuff.
yeah.
Or the stuff that people probably don't show, that people probably need to be aware of.
Yeah. And look, everyone's different.
Everyone travels different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many factors into travelling, it's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, one of the first ones is living in confined, like a little, tiny little box, like what we got behind us. Especially if you got kids, dogs.
Partners.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes.
You obviously go from a house where you've got different rooms to nothing. One whole room.
Yeah.
One whole little room.
Yeah. You're literally living in each other's pockets, which can be hard because you just don't get your own space.
To be fair, we struggled when we initially started. We were together, you're together 24/7, just you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite difficult. And that, I guess
Didn't you
that,
like it?
I loved it.
Oh,
No, it just, like, I don't know. It brings a whole new challenge to a relationship. And I guess, like, that sort of leads to one-on-one time.
Yeah, you got to have your
Yeah.
break, I guess, from each
Yeah.
other.
From each other, from the kids, from the dogs.
Yeah, even if
Whatever.
it's just a 20-minute walk or something, you know.
Yeah, I think it's so important. And we did not do it enough at all.
No. But we have to now to survive, otherwise we'll end up killing each other.
Yeah.
Too many pots and pans that we can just throw at each other in the caravan. We'll end up doing it if we don't have our breaks.
So that's another thing to be wary of. Like, make sure you have your one-on-one time, and it's okay to do.
Another point that probably people don't tell you about is finding camps can be very difficult.
Yes. So
Yeah.
while we travel, our Bible is literally wiki camps.
Yeah.
It really is. And like, you've got to spend like a bit of time. It doesn't take too long, but a bit of time checking out what camps and prices and how
Yeah.
far, and
We're cheapskates, so if it has a free next to it,
yeah, we're like, yes, that's
yes.
us.
But yeah, it's not as easy as it probably seems, and a lot of, especially coastal camps, are weather dependent. So, you know, if you say us go to a spot and it's absolutely banging or whatever and we hype it up, you might go there and go, oh God, these guys don't know what they're talking about, which is probably true. But yeah, if you get bad weather at a good spot, it turns a good spot bad.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister, eh?
Yeah. But I think it's important to note that, again, not everyone is the same.
Yeah.
And whether everything comes into
End of
your
play.
mood.
Yeah, if you're a moody person like Elenya.
I think I'm pretty good.
No, you're good. If anything, I'm probably the moody one. But yeah, it comes in. It changes your whole experience at spots.
Yeah,
It
but
really
it's like
does.
everywhere though.
Yeah, yeah,
So you've got to know that just because you go into this awesome spot that someone's shown you about doesn't mean it's going to be awesome.
yeah. And if you're, if you're traveling or setting off traveling, a lot of people book in, but that's not our style. We sort of just point the car and go in a direction, and where we land is where we land. If you're still looking for a spot at 5 o'clock or whatever, and the tension's high,
It can be pretty stressful. And
Yeah.
we've done that a fair few times. Sometimes you get to a camp and there's no spot whatsoever and you go, oh my God.
yeah, just take 10 seconds, you'll find something.
Yeah.
Roadside stop, anywhere to stop.
Some camps are not actually amazing. Like how many times, I don't know how many times we've stayed at like rest areas, just literally gravel pits, just
Yeah.
for the night.
Yeah, and I mean, they're nothing amazing, but they're a camp.
Yeah.
That's all that it is too. You don't have to stay at banging camps every single day.
No, it's just unrealistic to travelling.
Yeah.
It really is.
And another thing too on that, like finding camps in school holiday times
Oh God.
and like public holidays is very hard unless you know where you're going to be like a month ahead and you can book that in. It's very hard, like for us, like full-time travelling, very hard to know where we're going to be in a month's time.
It does. But in saying that,
Bunker down and hide somewhere.
yeah, we sort of look for the free camps, all that sort of thing. And
Yeah.
we haven't really had an issue just yet.
Nah, the more remote you go, the less people are. So if you can get to somewhere remote,
Yeah. Or caravan parks. If you stay away from caravan parks, I reckon.
yeah, you're pretty sweet.
Yeah. Moving on.
Water and dump point.
Yeah. Big one for travelling.
Yeah. Water's pretty easy to find everywhere, would you say? Except for remote travel.
And the way we find the water and dump points is Wiki.
Yeah,
I told you, it's our Bible.
it's all on there. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty easy, so I wouldn't stress about that. There's heaps of them around.
Yeah. Just make sure on the Wiki app you do the filters that it'll show you.
Yeah. Next off the list too, all your chores don't end when you hit the road. If anything, you get more of them.
Yeah, I feel like you do, especially washing. Washing,
Yeah.
God, is non-stop, especially with kids.
Yeah, so be prepared for that. They don't stop. You've still got all your daily chores that you would at home.
And
Yeah.
a mess in a caravan, like, looks more of a mess because it's such a little space.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's got the vacuum going "Ah," all
Yeah.
the time.
Vacuum, by the way, guys, is amazing. Love it.
Yeah, and like all your car mechanical repairs and all that, they don't stop if they get more. Obviously, using your car, van, all that,
Yeah, more frequent.
more frequent, and the more remote you do, sort of thing, the more probably stuff's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
Generally a rule.
And things go wrong.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
But can't
So-
help it.
When you're on the road, though, for repairs and stuff,
Yeah,
and servicing and all that sort of thing, you sort of,
it's hard. If you can't do it yourself, you've got to book ahead. As we found after COVID especially, like if you want your car serviced, it's like a month wait.
yeah,
So you got to
It's
sort
hard.
of book it in and
ring
advance.
around and
Yeah, it's a bit of a headache. So talking about remote travel, sometimes shops and the convenience of shops, like just ducking down to get some milk, is hard.
very hard. We've ran out of a lot of things.
Yeah, especially South Australia. If you go on something on a Sunday, nothing's open.
Yeah. We've done that a few times. We really need milk and we go, oh, it's Sunday. Because
Yeah.
we're from New South Wales.
Yeah, so yeah, again, you got to be sort of onto it if you're doing remote travel, you know, where you're sort of headed, and if they have shops, and generally remote, they charge you a lot more
Yeah,
for
remote.
groceries.
Coastal is actually pretty easy. Like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
stress too much. But, yeah, remote.
Outback and remote, you got to sort of plan and have powdered milk or UHT.
Yeah. That's come in handy a lot of times.
Saved us, yeah.
And a massive one. I reckon this is a really big one about going travelling. Is family and friends.
Yeah.
Missing them.
And you miss milestones, weddings.
And like if you're on the other side of Australia, like we don't have much money whatsoever, so we can't keep flying back for these occasions. especially with the boys now. It just is just way too expensive. So
Yeah.
you sort of have to prioritise, do you reckon?
Yeah, you just miss stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like it's very hard to travel here, there, and everywhere and get the whole family places. So
Yeah.
you just miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you win the lotto, why not?
Yeah, you could fly here, there, and everywhere. Have someone charter a jet. The next one, it brings us to our kids, which are in the van. They're just destroying stuff. We'll be back. Yes, so the kids are sorted. But yes, if you're travelling with kids, it is a whole different ball game, I think.
It is. And we have done both.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And this brings us to our thumbnail, like, are we coping? Yes, we are. Just.
Yeah, 4 months in. I think the 3 months we've only just got over that adjustment period with the 3 kids.
Yeah. And like it's bloody hard work with the kids. They're so like they're very needy. Like not needy. They've just got to be surrounded by us all the time at the moment, and it's like constricting us like a snake.
Well, and that just shows you like you're with each other 24/7. You can't ship them off to grandma and granddad's.
No.
Just for an hour to just have some respite. You can't just pop over and just relax. There's none of that.
Yeah.
Like literally none of that. So it's day in, day out with each other all the time, and it's hard.
Yeah. Sometimes it just gets a lot.
Yeah.
But when we love our kids, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Don't.
Love
It's no like we wouldn't travel without them. But it is like if you're setting off with travel, don't think it's going to be easy, because there's going to be some days where you probably flip your lid. Like you always got to be alert too. Like when you're at spots, you're always sort of near cars, like caravan parks. There's cars everywhere.
Yeah, when you're at home, you can sort of switch off. I know you sort of know whereabouts they are in the house, or like when it goes quiet, then you go, oh shit, like something's happening.
Yeah.
But like literally when you're outdoors, constantly water, bush, like the snakes, everything, fires.
Yeah, it's hard. You
can't switch off.
Yeah. Which is it is what it is, but it's taxing a little bit. No one tells about that.
A lot of it. Yeah. No one tells you about that part. So yeah, I guess like everyone thinks it's a holiday. It is, and it's not. Like it's our lifestyle that we've chosen to live.
Yeah.
And but there is, with anything, I guess, there's pros and cons.
Pros and cons, yeah.
As you probably all know, you can't ship them off to grandma and granddad to do an activity together or go on a romantic date or whatever. And some activities you just can't do because you've got the kids and there's nowhere to palm them off.
Some experiences you can't do, and you probably, I don't know.
We try and do as much as we can.
Yeah.
To be fair, but yeah.
It does limit you a little bit though.
Yeah, it does.
As for homeschooling, we can't comment on that yet.
Yeah, we see lots of posts about homeschooling, and look, God, I feel for the parents, hey? Like, good on you guys if you're homeschooling kids.
Yeah, but we don't have to worry about that.
We can't speak for that, so unfortunately we can't give you any tips.
No. No.
How do we actually cope? How do we actually cope on the road travelling with kids?
When you have a good day, you take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's lots of good and bad days, but when you have a good day, you really run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know the biggest, I used to be such a stress head, like such a stress head, mess, everything, mud, messy kids. Let it go.
Let it go.
Honestly, like really work towards letting it go. Like I have 3 boys. How I got so lucky, I don't know. But constantly dirty. I used to hate that. I just let it go.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they can have a shower at night time. When they step in that caravan, that's it, shower time and bed.
Yeah.
Also mess, the same.
Yeah.
Let it go.
You do draw, Elenia does draw the line in the sand though, with bait in the inside fridge, in the caravan freezer.
Yeah, I was more talking about kids, but now you brought it up. Bait in the fridge freezer.
It's a necessity.
It's disgusting. It smells. It ends up smelling. Anyway,
You should be.
I
you
haven't
should
let
be,
that
like-
go. Let it go. Here I am saying let it go. I can't let that go.
Yeah.
It stinks.
It's like we've caught something. Like we should let it air out there so everyone knows we've caught something finally.
And stay away from us because it stinks.
Yeah. Yeah, just let it go, I guess.
All right, another coping strategy we found traveling. We go with the flow. It's not for everyone. Some people like to plan. I used to be that person, but going with the flow has really helped.
Yeah, it's awesome. And like,
Yeah.
if you're at a spot that's wicked, you can stay an extra 2 or 3 days. Don't matter.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't planned anything afterwards, so you
Or
can
if
stay.
it's been one of those days with the kids, or the kids have had enough. Like
Yeah.
our kids, I don't know about yours, but we can't just travel every day. Like, it is way too much.
Yeah, they start throwing stuff at us and yelling and choking each other.
So we end up staying to camps depending on how everyone's feeling, blah, 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 blah.
But everyone's different. You just find your groove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take it day by day. Just take it day by day, especially for those who are just starting. Take it day by day.
And don't let this scare you by anything, because we're going to hit you with some positives now.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of positives that outweigh the negatives, we think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not working at all.
Well,
Oh, we are, but generally you're not working. You're at really sick locations all the time doing cool stuff.
you get to see so much of Australia,
Yeah.
or wherever you're going. So much.
Yeah.
New experiences, so many opportunities.
Oh.
It's just amazing. How long have we been in South Australia for?
3 months?
3 months or something like that. 3 months, I reckon. And I can't believe how much we've actually done.
Yeah. It's epic. Yeah.
And how much the boys have done.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how much the kids annoy you, you're still with them 24/7 watching them grow up, which is pretty cool as
Yeah,
well.
that's the biggest thing. We're a family. We're together.
Yeah.
And we get to see it all.
Yeah.
Like first, Ollie's nearly sitting.
Little bugger, he's going to be running around.
I know, it's so good. Family time is what we love, and this lifestyle lets us do that.
Yeah, that's right. And you get to see Australia, you get to go fishing,
Fishing.
fishing, boating, tubing, squidding, yeah, it's just awesome. Everything, yeah. So don't let it put you off, because there's some awesome spots around Australia, and it just beats working. Anyway, that was a bit of a different episode than normal, but we just thought we'd met so many people, we thought we'd do an episode just shining some light on travelling, how it sometimes doesn't go to plan, can't be good. Anyway, let us know what you think, and
Yeah, comment below
yeah.
if there's anything you guys feel like you'd like to know. I think we should do a updated what you'd like to know.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can work towards that.
Yeah, because you see like people like us and other people travelling, documenting their travels, putting up all these sick places, but generally the harder stuff, or the bad times don't get broadcasted. So let us know if you want to see some more of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because we've got plenty of it.
We do. We should start doing bloopers again.
Yeah. Anyway, catch you on the next one. See you later.